Hey, everybody. Welcome to another open tab at the NXT on Tap Saloon. Just want to go over a few things before we serve out the first round of our thoughts. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to drop us a 5-star review. It helps us get our um, shows out there a little bit more. If you are on YouTube, make sure to like and drop us a comment. This way, it helps us with our algorithm. If you're not subscribing, make sure you do that as well. This way, you can always find out where we are and then see all our new episodes. Joined tonight, I have Phil the Future, who is also known as a wrestling encyclopedia. How are we doing tonight, Phil?
I'm doing great, Scalx. Another great night of NXT. Another great discussion tonight. Let's get into it.
And then, as you see, we have a third person joining us tonight. This is none other than Ginger Ninja, Jaxpo. He is going to be our third host on NXT Tap going forward. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me. I'm excited for the journey. NXT is a fun show.
Honestly, Tuesday nights is my favorite night of the week for wrestling.
Facts.
No lie.
Facts.
The shows just are so well put together. Like, it's from start to finish. It just flows. Like, there's no downtime, nothing.
Yeah, like especially tonight, they hit on all cylinders tonight, from the starting match to the ending.
Uncle Sean's doing something right.
They had 8 matches on the show tonight.
8 matches.
And a 2-hour card. It's possible to get all your talent on one show.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the matches were short, but that's fine. They still got to showcase what they could do. How are we doing tonight, Will? What's going on, Jared? Thanks for stopping by. So, this surprised me. I was not expecting them to open the show with the NXT Women's Championship.
Neither was I.
So, Phil, what was your thoughts on this match?
My thoughts on the match itself. The match itself. I would say it was okay. Again, when Kiana James ended up winning that 4-way, like, she was the complete wild card out of those three women, and the fact that they gave it to her, again, we were just absolutely baffled, flummoxed, absolutely confused. And then we saw the match went on. The match was okay. It was pretty solid. It was just the thing right afterward when we got the message from Becky that she is coming next week to challenge. And I'm like, okay, we're finally getting it. We're finally getting it. This is why Tiffany was scouting her at Payback. Let's go.
Well, welcome, Joker. I'm glad you're able to finally catch this. We are glad that you're here as well. Jax, your thoughts on this first match?
I liked it. At first, I'm like Phil. It was very confusing. Like the fatal 4-way win. It was like, all right, let's see. I don't know if she's at the caliber Tiffany's at, because Tiffany's at a caliber of her own right now in NXT. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what she does with Becky next week. But I kind of feel like the Becky announcement might have overshadowed the match as a whole.
Yeah.
See, I don't think so, because everybody was expecting the announcement. They were expecting Becky to show up no matter what. I was surprised with what Kiana James can do in a ring. Like, some of the stuff she was doing, I did not expect from her. She was given her opportunity to shine, and she did.
Yeah, I will give her that. I will give her credit that she does know that she does have some good in-ring capabilities. I mean, well, I was gonna mention the fact that she was a NXT Women's Tag Champ with Fallon Henley, but we all kind of know what's just happened there. That was just like a spur of the moment thing, just random.
Yeah, that.
We can forget about that because they also upset my favorite women's tag team right now. So yeah.
We're staying away from the women's tag division right now because we don't want to get in that discussion.
We
had that last week.
Yeah. What?
You want to hear about our thoughts on that? Go check out last week's show. It's up live on YouTube right now. So yeah, overall, I thought this match was really good. I like what they did with it, and I'm excited for next week. The show next week is just gonna be a banger with all the matches that they have announced for it already. like insane. Because not only are we getting this match, we're going to get a match featuring the man we're going to talk about next, Ilya Dragunov. And this with Mensa.
Oro Mensa.
I did not know this guy could wrestle. Like,
I mean, I kind of knew Oro Mensa could wrestle. Oro Mensa is another one of those wrestlers that came out of NXT UK. I believe he was an NXT tag team champion at one point. Forget who he teamed up with, but I kind of knew about him. As a matter of fact, he was in the Fatal 5-Way ladder match at Halloween Havoc when Wes Lee first won the North American Championship. They now just repackaged him. Yes. They've now just repackaged him with pink hair and being the only other guy in Metaphor, basically looking like a discount No Way Jose.
I think Metaphor has one of the most legit entrances in all of wrestling.
Yeah, that rent entrance.
Like, it's just so cool how they do it.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on this match, Jax?
Yet again, Ilya's like, I'm a mark for Ilya Dragunov.
Same.
He can't do no wrong in my book. But they went out there and had Ilya went out there and did what he did best. He destroyed the shit out of him. Made it look like he was he sells amazingly when it comes to like taking moves and even giving them. This was okay, a sleeper match. Like when I first saw it, I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be a squash. And then it really wasn't. Like when I did it. So
yeah, they really showed us who Noam Dar calls main man Mensa's like true capacity in a way. Like that moment when Dragunov was first going to go for the Constantine special and he just drop kicked them right midway through the swing. I'm just like, oh, like, yeah, I think everybody kind of like just went, whoa, because that was, God.
And just the way that he sold it throughout the rest of the night, when his head was wrapped while he was sitting up there looking like a mummy.
Yeah.
I just love the continuity throughout the entire show on it. And then after that, we had Wes Lee come out. And man, these two can talk on the mic.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And then you had Mello come out, and it's like, you want to talk about a promo battle that can be? I just want to let them go and just see what happens.
Yeah, but Hayes ended up stepping out there, and I'm like, dude, did you forget to comb your hair this morning? Like, what happened?
Yeah, his hairstyle was not on point tonight.
Exactly. That was the only thing Mello has missed so far. That hair.
Now, them three on the mic together and setting up like next week's match between Wesley and Ilya
for the number one contendership.
Yeah, you just know that match is going to be a fire match, and that's one I'm not going to want to miss. I've been following Dragunov since UK.
So we have the NXT Women's Championship, and you have a number one contendership match next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we lining up a special episode of NXT that no one's talking about?
I think so.
Like, it's just a regular episode of NXT, and this is what we're getting. We're blessed.
Yeah.
Next, we get into the Heritage Cup tournament, which I love this tournament. I love the way they're doing it. I love how they have the two different groups for each. They get the points. It's like a soccer style.
Setup. Yeah, they're
and it's just so cool.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was basically the way that they're set, that they're taking care of this tournament, how they're doing it in like a round robin style. It's basically what New Japan does with the G1 Climax. If that's like when New Japan works that the G1 Climax tournament where what is it? There's like the Group A and there's the Group B. they have like the the different matches, and basically whoever sets up the most points ends up becoming the winner of the tournament. They're kind of taking New Japan's path of how they operate the G1 Climax tournament and kind of putting it into the NXT Heritage Cup tournament thing, so that
Right.
yeah, they set it up so that they can set up a number one contender for No Mercy.
So the first match that we had from the Heritage Cup tournament tonight, we had Nathan Frazier and Drew Hudson.
Oh, Duke Hudson.
Duke Hudson, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
What was your thoughts, Jax?
The only thing about this tournament that really irritates me is that I have to now watch Level Up, which I usually don't watch.
Same.
Because there's a lot of matches on Level Up that are involved in this tournament too. So I'm like, fuck, now I gotta watch Level Up to keep up with the tournament instead of it just being strictly on Tuesday nights. Shocked that Nathan Frazier's as low in the card as he is in this tournament.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be a top runner already and like almost running away with his block. But as we will tell with later on in the show, you can't, like, this tournament's going to be very unpredictable.
Yeah. Sean comes in here just to say one thing.
Sean, man,
What's up, Sean?
come on.
I do like to speak though about if I can put in my citizens about Nathan Frazier, Duke Hudson. Honestly, I agree with Jax. I thought Nathan Frazier was going to be a spitfire from the get-go. Like, Frazier's one of my favorite guys in NXT. Is like one of my favorite guys in NXT right now. I feel like what is it? He could do a little better. I feel like he could do a bit better when it comes to his mic skills. Just a little bit. But overall, I mean, he almost has like a complete package when it comes to his in-ring high flying skills. Like, they're amazing. And for him to get a win against like somebody like sort of a bit of a giant in Duke Hudson with a beautiful Phoenix splash, by the way. All the power to Nathan Frazier.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised that they had him lose his first match.
Right,
but
against Joe Coffey.
I wonder if that was due to what happened in the ring. Maybe they called an audible to try and change things up, because him hitting the ropes with his neck and everything else, they may have been afraid that he might actually hurt himself, and they wouldn't know about it until after.
Okay.
So I'm curious if they might have done that on the fly where they gave Joe Coffey the win, because he came back tonight and got a win over Duke Hudson, who you would think would beat him.
Right.
So I'm curious if they're changing things as they go based off of what's happening, which makes it that much more interesting. Because as we'll talk about later, like Jack said, it's so unpredictable. You will not see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
The next match, I'm not even going to really talk about because I didn't feel that it needed to be on the card tonight. They could have just skipped over this. Was Tyler Bate and Dabo Kato.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about it, Jax?
That was my bathroom match of the night, by the way. That's all I have to say about that one.
Okay,
yeah,
I will say this though.
Bro.
I did take the time to watch it. The fact that I get Dabba-Kato's supposed to be basically, one of the main giants of NXT, and of course putting him against Tyler Bate, it's like, what are you doing? This is like Rey Mysterio versus Great Khali, for crying out loud. But I mean, Tyler Bate being able to lift up a dude as big as Dabba-Kato, send him a couple times around for an airplane spin, and took him out with and then later on took him out with a spiral tap. I have to say, that is crazy strength coming from someone. I mean, I know he's called the big strong boy for a reason, but yo.
Yeah, I was surprised that they gave him the win, but hopefully that means that's done, and Tyler Bate can actually focus on the Heritage Cup tournament, because he is still yet to have a match in it.
He does. Yeah. That's crazy.
So he's already behind the 8 ball with some of these guys in there.
Yeah,
because there's some already has 2 different.
He built different.
I mean, you're not wrong with that one. I will agree to that. Next we move on to the number one contendership match for the North American Championship, where you had Dom wearing a purple and black ref shirt, which
Delicious.
I'm not gonna lie, it was chef's kiss.
It was pretty fucking dope looking. Like, I'll give him that. It was pretty fucking dope.
I need one. Now I need one. Just like I need the new purple money in the bank briefcase.
I love the way that they're building up Judgment Day across all three brands, making it that big faction. It's just, and then all these little subtle things they're doing just add to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This match, you have two great wrestlers in the match itself, in Mustafa Ali and Dragon Lee. You didn't need him in the match. I understand. Yeah, right here, chase the light. I understand that it's all the part of the storyline, and Dom got to choose who he wanted to face. But still, I would have liked to seen the match without him.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Jaxpo? You look like you had wanted to say something.
I would have liked a match without Dom being the guest, and I would have gave him a little bit more time, let him cook a little bit longer. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good match. I mean, they're both phenomenal competitors, but with a little bit more time and out that storyline feel of having the special referee, I think this could have been the match of the night.
I honestly think that could have been match of the night also, but to me it was funny just the way.
What's up, Tommy?
But anyway, it was interesting to me though, because like they at first they're thinking like Dom like they're showing us like, you know, he's going through that rule book. He's like, nah, well, screw that. Like
That
it's
was
like,
funny.
Oh boy, he like,
and I want the rule book. I want one. I want a copy.
You know,
Like,
I mean,
sell that on WWE.shop.com. I will.
Yeah,
buy
listen, one. Uncle Sean, Uncle Hunter, you guys know what to do. Just put that thing on the shop. Okay, thanks. Anyway, but yeah, he literally had a copy of the book, and then what interested me the most was that for the big majority, for like a strong majority of the match, Dom was actually calling it like a normal referee would. He was literally just being impartial. Like he's giving everyone the normal three. He's giving everybody a normal 3 count. But then what is it? I think it was the fact that Dragon Lee hit the set out power bomb. It looked like Dom was doing a slow count, but then when Mustafa Ali did the roll in, he just automatically boom, boom, boom. Just what? And here's the thing. I like that Ali won because Ali's my guy. And I get why if they said, you know, Dominic just doesn't want to face Dragon Lee, even though to him, Dragon Lee is like deadbeat dad light. But I'm kind of with Ali and Dragon in this. It's like, what was the point of you being here? We wanted this to be fair.
I like how he just out of nowhere just did it. Like there wasn't a tease beforehand, except for the count right before it. It wasn't like he was slow counting Lee the entire match or fast counting Ali the entire match. It was just that little subtle thing right before it happened. I like how they did it. That was actually pretty cool.
Exactly. That's what I liked about it.
Now, Jax, you said you thought this could be the match of the night?
Yes.
I'm sorry. The next match we're talking about, that was the match of the night.
Yes. Yes, Butch
it
was.
Versus Axiom. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think that was the first thing I said to you when I got backstage. It was like, that fucking match.
What's going on, Jamie? How are we doing today?
Jamie.
Hey, AJ, thanks for the follow.
Yes, we got to follow.
But, oh my God, this match. Like, and they were given time. And by time, I mean the full time for the Heritage Cup time limit.
12 minutes.
We got ourselves a draw in this match, and it was well deserved by both of the wrestlers.
Absolutely. That honestly was like just beautiful. That match was honestly just beautiful through and through. Like, I don't know what I could really say about it that was really that bad. It like they literally gave everything they could.
Just
that
go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
that match from get go to end was Pete Dunne and Axiom. I know Axiom gets a lot of shit because of his gimmick. Like, it's no secret. It's a kid from NXT UK who breaking kayfabe there. But
yeah, he's still
them
Power
two,
Ranger.
Yeah, but them two, you can tell their styles just work good together. And when it went down, I thought there in the last 10 seconds, I was like, all right, Pete Dunne's got this. He's going up in the numbers again. And then he kicked, and I went, there's no fucking shit. They're going to draw this match out.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm sitting there, he's like, he does the bitter end with 15 seconds left, goes down, the counts 1, 2, and he kicks out at 6. And I was like, what? 6 seconds left?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way. No, they're going to draw. I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Usually not a lot of people kick out of the bitter end, like Vic said.
No.
Like,
He's like, very few people have ever kicked out of that.
two people, I think. Yeah, two people. I think Axiom and then probably Gunther.
That just shows you how important the North or this Heritage Cup is to these guys.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I was confused and didn't really understand the Heritage Cup to begin with because it wasn't NXT UK thing. But when they started having it more on TV and then they showed the rules on and you learned about it, I've gotten into this. Like, NXT UK, the Heritage Cup is one of my favorite things about NXT right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this tournament right now is just nonstop. Like you said, Jax, I might actually have to check out NXT Level Up.
Yeah, like, it's making me like, it's almost like after watching Pete Dunne and Axiom go at it, and I was like, fuck, now I have to watch Level Up Friday night. Like, great.
Yeah, it's like, shit, I'm going to have to watch some matches with people.
It's probably better, like,
don't even care.
Hot take for everybody. It's probably better than watching Rampage anyway, so.
I mean,
what
that match just so good tonight.
Yep. You know, I actually have got the list of like people who have actually won the Heritage Cup. This would be huge if Axiom won the tournament and defeated Noam Dar, because back when he was a kid in NXT UK, he was the inaugural Heritage Cup champion by defeating Trent 7-2-1 back in NXT UK.
I want to see Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates go at it.
Oh,
Pete Dunne, not Butch.
Yes.
We're getting Pete Dunne. They just call him Butch, and I'm okay with that. Like, this is the Bruiserweight. This is not SmackDown Butch, even though they call him Butch. Yeah, so right now in the Heritage Cup tournament, Butch, aka Pete Dunne, is leading his group with 3 points. Axiom now has 1, and then they have who's the one at the bottom of that group? Let me see if I can pull it up.
It's not Tozawa because he's in Group B.
Yeah, Tozawa's B.
I think it's Bates.
Yeah, Tyler Bates hasn't competed.
Yeah, it's Bates at the bottom of that.
There's some. I think Bate is 3rd, but there is
Oh, AJ, thank you. It was Charlie Dempsey.
Dempsey. Thank you.
Oh man,
what's up, AJ?
Joker with a hot take. Pete Dunne is a better WWE wrestler, but Tyler Bate is a better overall wrestler.
Pete Dunne fits WWE better than Tyler, but Tyler is just better overall.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's see. And who's in the other group?
The other group is like Joe. It's like Joe Coffey, Akira Tozawa, Duke Hudson, and
Akira Tozawa,
Mhm.
Duke
Akira-
Hudson, Tyler Bate, and Frazier.
Coffey. Oh, okay.
Because Frazier got the win. Because right now they're only facing each other from their own groups.
Yeah.
They're not crossing yet.
Yeah, I think B is Joe Coffey.
So yeah, Coffee is in B. That's who
Yeah,
the other
Is this the
person was.
first time NXT's done? Was their inaugural North American Championship tournament held this way?
An inaugural North American Championship.
You mean
done in this
the Heritage Cup
tournament
champ? The Heritage
Or
Cup
the Heritage
Championship.
Cup? Yeah.
Oh,
the Heritage of
okay.
all
As far as the okay, so as far as
It
the Heritage Cup Championship,
It was
there
just a
wasn't
straight. It was a
Yeah, there
straight
was.
tournament.
Okay, so it wasn't the point system.
No.
It was just a straight tournament like done with regular Heritage Cup match rules because your first eight contenders were Alexander Wolf, Noam Dar, A-Kid, Flash Morgan Webster, Dave Mastiff, Joseph Connors, Trent Seven, and then Kenny Williams. Even though most of those names don't make fucking sense.
And A-Kid beat out Trent Seven in the finals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Soon after that, Trent Seven was gone.
Nah, it was a ladder match.
No, the ladder match was for the North American champ.
I just had the titles mixed up.
Wait a minute. Pete Dunne's the Switchblade ref.
But so let's move on to the next match. I'm kind of intrigued about how they're doing this with Thea Hale. Like, yes, she's that cheerleader. She's the pep rally girl. She's the one that's always happy.
She's the one that needs to take like a few chill pills.
And now she is being, I don't want to use the word
corrupted.
Okay, thank you. That's a better word than what I was thinking. She's being corrupted by the bad girl in the school, in JC Jane. And I'm loving how they're doing it because then you have the backstage segments where one girl's trying, Gigi Dolan was trying to help her to prevent her from doing it, and then you had Blair Davenport jump in saying, "Oh no, let her
backing her up."
All this back and forth going on. And then we have a match tonight between Thea Hale and Gigi Dolan.
Mm-hmm.
And while Hale is still only 19 and she still is kind of sloppy in the ring, she still puts on good matches with whoever she's in the ring with.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight was another good example of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think any of us on this screen would. What was your thoughts on the match tonight, Phil?
But the match between Thea and Gigi, honestly, I thought this was a very solid match. Again, like even though Thea Hale's still 19, still kind of going through some of the small things that could be like just tweaked a little bit, just so she can be better overall. I agree with that. I feel like the real deciding factor out of everything was when, once Gigi was thrown out the ring, JC didn't go after her, which I was like, okay, they might just be doing this like they're just gonna keep it the way it is. But no, you have Blair Davenport come in, just slam her arm on the floor, throw her back in for Thea to lock that Kimura lock in and make Gigi tap. Just wow. Like this, I think is almost like I think this is corruption at its finest.
Thea Hale does a pretty good Kimura lock too. Not gonna lie.
She does.
Not saying that it's better than Brock's, but I mean, it's good.
Well, no, because Brock's is real and will actually break your arm if you wanted to.
Right.
Thea will not. She
Oh, I
would be able
know.
to snap.
I
She would be
know.
able to snap a twig. But I don't get Gigi losing all the time. That's the one
Yeah.
thing I don't understand. Like Gigi, if given the opportunity, could be one of the best women wrestlers on the NXT roster,
Yeah.
and they just
Yeah.
keep holding her back, in my opinion. What's your thoughts, Jax?
I thought it was a solid match. It got a good amount of time. I don't understand why we needed 3 girls to gang up on one. I think JC Jane could have done the same thing that her name just slipped my mind. Blair Davenport did. And it would have made more sense to me. But I would not mind seeing a Blair Davenport and Gigi match. I think that one would be pretty good too.
And I think that's what they were setting up.
Agreed.
And that's why.
Because we've seen JC Jane and Gigi go at it numerous amounts of time.
Yeah, they need to move away from that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. And then me putting my 2 cents in, yeah, they for some reason they've started making once they've sort of made Gigi into more of a face, they've kind of been setting her up to lose almost every time now because just if we're just gonna rewind time a little bit, who did Kiana James pin so that she could win that 4-way? She pinned Gigi. I mean, I'm starting to notice a pattern here, and I don't like it for Gigi. Like, they can do so much more with her where she does not need to lose constantly.
Travis, I agree with you. I really hope Becky wins next week.
Completes the cycle.
Sorry, Sean.
Not sorry, Sean. I still love you, but I'm not sorry.
I think Becky going down to NXT, yes, it's going to do the ultimate goal of what they want to do and get more eyes on NXT so people can see actually what's going on. And she'll be another Grand Slam champion. But I think her working with the group that's down there will make each and every one of those women better. And I think that should be the ultimate goal.
True. I mean,
working with Becky Lynch, the people that win in these feuds, win or lose, if she gets the pinfall, you're still getting a big ass rub from one of the biggest women's wrestlers in the business today.
For real.
So, no matter what happens next week, whether they have Becky take the fall against Tiff or Becky pins Tiff, Tiff is going to get to shine in that match. They're probably going to be given at least 15 minutes. They're going to be given a chance to do it. And it'll just make Tiff look better no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
No one comes out looking bad at the end of the day.
Yep. Okay.
Let us finish with the main event match, Travis, and then you can discuss with Phil. You can bring up what you want to bring up to Phil.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're at the main event. Braun versus Von Wagner. No DQ match. And it was better than I thought it was going to be.
It was.
It was.
Like, I wasn't expecting much because... And I like Von Wagner. I like how he's improved dramatically recently. Over the last 6 to 8 weeks, his character development has made him more likable, and he just seems to be getting better in the ring. I was just surprised with the ending. I didn't think they were going to have the result that they did.
Yeah.
Jax, what's your thoughts on this match?
I would have had Braun. I'd have had Braun Breaker walk through that NXT sound like he was the Incredible Hulk. I love the way how they ended it with the blackout going straight to the watermark. I'm like you. I'm kind of shocked on the winner. Like I thought Vaughn was going to pull it off.
Especially after
But-
he tabled Braun.
Yeah,
And that was a power bomb. Like, that was a big power bomb.
Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden, he John Wick. I got a reservation for one.
he and Baron Corbin on commentary was perfect.
Corbin,
I really like Baron Corbin on commentary.
Mm-hmm.
people dislike Corbin so much, it's ridiculous.
They give him so
I
much shit.
I don't
It-
know why.
This man, whatever you ask him to do, he excels at. And if you didn't see that from bum ass Corbin gimmick with Pat McAfee, the way he played that out with wearing the same getup with the mustard and ketchup and everything, if that didn't make you a believer of what this guy can do, I don't know if anything ever will.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anything else we have to say on this event? Phil, what do you want to say?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there was anything else I want to say that I need to say that I think that I feel like we missed. Other than, I don't know. I guess as far as like maybe other minor storylines that are happening was the conversation between Dragunov and Trick Williams. Like
That was a interesting conversation. You are right on that one. I
mhm.
forgot about that backstage segment.
Yeah, I mean, I just catch this. I sometimes tend to catch the small little details every now and then, but that's just me. That's just me making sure I've got everything logged.
Oh.
But
We forgot to mention what happened throughout the entire night in the Diamond
the
King.
whole tag team,
Oh.
every tag team is showing up at the Diamond Mine Dojo. Like what?
And everything was good. Everything was nice all the way up until you had Angel and Umberto show up. Of course, these are the two that start the trouble.
Shit hit the fan.
The Garza Dynasty. Oh my gosh.
And then Ivy comes back. She's like, I was gone for 3 minutes. What the hell happened?
Then they're just like, we had fun.
Exactly. It was great.
It's good
And
to
I
see
like-
the Creed brothers back.
And it's good that they put the focus on the tag division again, where you got to see all the different tag teams to show what's still in NXT.
Yeah.
Because people might have forgot that there is not all these tag teams. They have a lot.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we would get the return of a certain tag team tonight, but
yeah, I heard rumors.
that's not yet. Yeah. But overall, NXT tonight, man, what a show! Like, probably one of their best shows that was not a special event or a pay-per-view in a long time. Oh, go have fun, Will.
Yeah, let's go, Will.
This guy's a workhorse. If you don't follow Will, make sure you go follow Rivet City Radio. It is our partner brand through right here on Twitch as well as YouTube. Yeah, no. Sorry, Sean. Her match was not the best part of tonight.
Sean, I'm going to need your address so
Who
I can
deleted
send you
that?
some tissues for tomorrow.
Who deleted that message? Oh, I see who deleted it.
Oh my goodness.
Shh. Shadow.
Shoosh.
Shoosh, please. Oh, for the squad. For the squad.
All right. So now that we discussed the show, Travis, what did you want to ask Phil?
Of course he's gonna ask me. What did I do to deserve the censorship?
Shadow censored Phil. He deleted censored Sean. He deleted his tweet. Hey Cam, what's going on? Have a good night.
Cam!
Cam, what's up, buddy?
No idea what you're talking about. This is great. Shadow here with his RT right to censor.
Oh man.
Point.
Let's see, is Travis still in here?
I have no
It
idea.
says he is.
Oh, all right. Probably typing this idea. I don't know.
see if I can tag him.
But I mean, like, knowing that we still have the I will say this though, like with the whole tag team thing, we do have
there
a
he is.
men's tag match set up for we do have our first men's tag team match for the Creed set up next week with Idris Enofe and Malik Blade, or as I call them, Jesse, Jeff, and Carlton. But so I know you heard Seth say he can't do this much longer. So with that being said, how much do you think Seth has left in the wrestling tank? I mean, honestly, I feel like Seth's gonna go until they literally tell it, and you literally cannot go out there anymore. Like at this point, I don't know. At this point, knowing the whole back thing, he's still got the thing going on with Shinsuke. So however long the feud goes with Shinsuke and how it depends on how Seth's back is, I don't know. I'm just gonna let things play out as they are. I'm not gonna be some sort of oracle here. I'm just gonna have the events play out as they are, and I'm not gonna like go anywhere, go crazy.
So I'm gonna say one thing on this, Travis. I actually don't think his back is hurt. I think this is just an all storyline to make it seem like that they are just building it up, that Seth is gonna, like, they're making Seth look weak, and they're having Shinsuke focus on it. And I think it's gonna all boil down to, hopefully, Shinsuke Nakamura winning the title from him. That is what I want to happen. But I think that I don't know if Seth is really hurt, because if he had 2 fractured vertebrae in his back, he would not be wrestling at all.
Yeah. If he had like those very bad breaks, like in his like lumbar, like his C4, and like he's like 2 breaks in the lumbar thing, he'd be walking out that arena with lumbar stenosis and lumbar lordosis. He gonna need a medic. If the band Creed never broke up, we would have never got Alter Bridge to give us the greatest entrance theme, Metalingus. Yeah, that's right, because of the new entrance.
See, I don't think Damien's going to cash in for a while. I think he's going to hold on to that, and I think it's going to be more along the lines of happening after Royal Rumble. I think it's going to be after the Rumble. Like, not necessarily at the Rumble. After, I think it might be something that happens at Extreme Rules, like not Extreme Rules, Elimination Chamber. I could see him happening there. So this way, he almost guarantees his spot at WrestleMania of defending the title.
Okay. Well, Joker says that he'll cash in at Survivor Series with a champ versus champ. Some of the NXT women they got coming up. I mean, you're not really wrong, Cam.
No, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna cash it in at WrestleMania.
It's not gonna be another heist.
Nothing will ever compare to that.
Right.
Nothing.
Because what Seth did was actually made it a triple threat.
Yeah.
And people still think he just did it and took the chance, like did it. It was perfect timing. Oh, Sean.
It's a lost cause at this point.
And Cam, both of them going on and on over here.
Who do you think was traded to SmackDown for Jey Uso? I've been hearing people say it's Cody Rhodes.
See, that's the obvious one.
Yeah, that's the obvious pick.
But the thing is, they said that people are not going to like him because of it. People don't like. It's going to be somebody that's well liked. I don't think that's Cody.
Right.
I think it
could
move
Sammy back over there.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I've been hearing stuff that it's Sammy, and I'm like, really? They just reunited Jay with Sammy, and now they're just gonna ruin everything by putting Sammy back on SmackDown with what's left of the so-called bloodline.
So, what do you mean, Joker, that people believe Seth turned the major title into the 24/7 title for a night?
I think it was just because the fact that he called Shinsuke out and said, let's have a match for it right here, right now. And he just went, no.
Oh,
No.
that could be a good point. Could be Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin would be a very that would be a very unique pick because again they would go for somebody big and well liked, but like not on the status of Cody, because Cody is like top tier automatic, that's the easy way, like you guys said, easy way out. It's gonna be somebody very well liked that almost seems a little bit out of the way. Shadow says it's gonna be Dominic. Oh God.
They're not breaking up Judgment Day. I'm sorry.
They
Shadow.
will never. They are not going to bring up Judgment Day. If they said Judgment Day was going to be the next big stable with the biggest storyline after the Bloodline, they are not going to break up Judgment Day.
No
And
chance.
they've come through on that, because right now Judgment Day is the hottest thing going in WWE.
Like,
But
Adam said, and I quote, "It's going to be someone they hate." Ooh.
see, I think he said they're gonna hate you more for it, is what I think he said.
Yeah,
I think he said that they're gonna hate you more for it because of who's going.
Kevin Owens in is Universal Champion. I honestly would not mind Kevin Owens doing that. I wouldn't mind it at all. But JD has the tag title. What do you mean JD has the tag title? The justification was Kevin.
Judgment Day. That's what he means, JD.
Oh yeah, Judgment Day does have the tag title, so yeah, they're not going to break up exactly. Yeah.
I was hoping that we would get a new tag titles last night. That's what I was hoping.
Oh,
And we got a fucking briefcase instead.
I mean, it's an awesome briefcase.
I mean,
it's
awesome. I mean, that thing is still fire.
But I was really hoping that he walked out with the new tag belts, because they need to get rid of the two belts. If they're not going to break them back up, they need to get one belt. Like,
yeah,
get it done.
Absolutely, it's making them look like. Yeah, Joker, right? Purple. Yeah, exactly. You have like.
I mean, everything else is purple. Why not?
Purple's my favorite color, so yay! More.
But anything else you guys want to touch on tonight before we wrap this up?
Well, I said all that I think I could say about NXT.
I've got everything I got to out already. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Jax, where can we find you?
You can find me all over the place, but mostly to stay up to date with me, find me on X/Twitter at Jaxbo2020. That's where you can get all updates to every show that I'm on.
Cam, I think you're talking about the twins.
Oh, yep.
That's what I think. I think that. Damn you, Cam. Sean, you need to calm it down over there. Phil, where can we find you?
I guess just to spare all the stuff I usually say, you can find me everywhere, all over the social medias, under Phil the Future right there. Yep, I'm here. I'll be here every Tuesday.
And before we wrap it up, just some announcements on our next few shows that are going to be coming up. Tomorrow night at 11 p.m., we will have Sorry for the Interruption by Shadow. Normally at 10 p.m., we have The Boom with Cam G. I know he will actually be at AEW tomorrow night, so I'm not sure if there is a show in place. If there is, just watch out for the notification on Twitter. Thursday at 8 p.m. on Rivet City Radio, Twitch, we will have Boss Bitch Trivia. And then Friday night at 10 p.m. right back here is Friday Night Review. I am Scalx. You can find me here on Off the Top and YouTube, as well as Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, anywhere, Off the Top Media _. You don't have to go home, but you just can't stay here. Have a great evening.